Everybody say, say, how can I express my gratitude for all the many things you've done for me? Words are not enough, to say thank you. So Lord, you are my everything. You're my everything. How can I express my gratitude? How can I express my gratitude for all the many things you've Father, you done for me, yeah. Words are not enough to say thank you. So Lord, you are, you're my everything. See, I call you Jireh. You're my provider. I call you Nisi. You are my battle. I call you Rapha. Hey. You are my healer. Say, Lord, you are. You're my everything. I call you Jireh. You're my provider. I call you Nisi. You are my battle. I call you Rapha. You are my healer. Say, Lord, you are. You're my everything. Oh, you're my thing, you know. 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 Yeah. So, oh, yeah. Oh, you're my thing, you know. Oh, you're my thing, you know. Yeah. Oh, you're my thing, you know. Oh, you're my thing, you know. Say, I call you Jireh, say. I call you Jireh. You're my provider. I call you Nisi. You are my battle. I call you Rapha. Hey. You are my healer. Say, Lord, you are my everything. Yeah. Are you ready, everybody? All right, listen. William Miguel, come here. 1, 2, 3. I can breathe without you, say. I can breathe without you. I can move without you, Lord. I can move without you. Hey, who am I without you? Who am I without you? Say, I can live without you, yeah. I can live without you. I can breathe without you, Lord. I can breathe without you. I can move without you, yeah. I can move without you. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Hey, we are my thing now. Oh, you're my thing now. Oh, you're my thing now. So, oh, yeah. Oh, you're my thing now. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, fema yewo London. Ya jia basobodie bebree. Ne ya redare ewo mranse mu. Eye legal services, BTC family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary, any family law. Wo BWF die, yen solicitors edi enijie ene twitwaje wo na yebo nso nyeden kra. Yen partner penimpa Bernardo Wusu aye lawyer ewo UK memu bebru mfie duonu nkron 29 years. BWF Solicitors kura won ho. Inti se ba na ebusuansem bi te se child care eya abofrahwe mu awaregya ye ho twuma mentwe ene ohye ana injunction ye de to domestic violence so a ye ma wo legal assistance ya edimu na yie adwuma nso. Yen child care any family team no nim nia wo famu ewe ne ya wo brei mu enu ntin ye to ye mbo asema wafutu a esefata ewo kokoa mu. Yen senior partner obi a Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel agina tumu no sanso ye member na kyerese eba no se ye gina wachi etwitwaje ewo family any matrimonial cases ho a unni haw kra. Upe advice ewo immigration sensem ho. Wo BWF Solicitors die Ye immigration team no abredare ewo general immigration ho nsɛmsɛm kosi complex immigration, work permit, student visa ho ntotoye, any entry clearance visas, family visas ni appeals. Yen senior partner a member na wasan ginatum ewo Law Society Immigration Accreditation Panel. Inti se ye taiwachi a wunni haw kra. Ye bie an office free juada ekosi fiada anopa non krompe mu ekosi enumre nonsia eye 9:30 am kosi 6 pm. And na memene danso a appointment nko free anopa nondu ekosi ewia no 9 eye 10 am kosi 4 pm. Yewo 4th floor ewo Anna House 214-218 Tottenham High Road, London N15 4NP. Sawun 93 Seven Sisters Underground Nswa eye kwantie bi. Yen senior partner Bernardo Wusu san ye barrister ya Gina Tumu na oye Ghana Bar Association member and na wasan gina se mranimfo ewo court cases ya efa Ghana law ho. Wa advising local authorities, official solicitors office ni solicitors bebree efa Ghanaian law ho yi na osan yo bia otai kasa ewo radio any TV so for Ghanaian law.
Based in London, we are a dynamic award-winning firm specializing in a range of legal services, including family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary and family law. At BWF, our solicitors are pleased to offer high-quality legal representation at competitive rates. Our senior partner, Bernardo Wusu, has over 29 years' experience as a lawyer in the UK. BWF Solicitors provide independent and practical legal assistance for all kinds of family matters, such as childcare, contested and uncontested divorce, and injunctions for domestic violence. Our childcare and family team appreciate the issues facing you in this difficult time, which is why we offer confidential advice delivered in a sensitive manner. Our senior partner is an accredited member of the Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel, which guarantees expert representation in all family and matrimonial cases. We are located at 4th floor Anna House, 214-218 Tottenham High Road, London, N15 4NP, just a short walk from Seven Sisters Underground.
Ye fema ye wo London. Ya ji abasobodie bebree. Ne ya redare ewo mranse mu. Eye legal services, be to say family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary, any family law.
Ne akwaba na yemfa yetiefo emewura dwumade no ma me Eunice me pa cho me ma wache o
me Joseph prophet fashion na ho to say
onyame ashira me papa
ye dayam yase
na adan ayemfo no ma ba ho ana
yes sir
na me ka say ayemfo no o ma ba ho
me yes sure so ma ba ye hanom but I know say
okay.
I'm sure say when it comes to you doing the pastoral prophetic work no ubehu bibi
ma ti we de o dey ase me kom ansa na mema okwan ama wachia atiefuo no ansa na mema okwan ama wachia atiefuo no enne ma me fa we enwo wo mfe
mati
me paucho. Now what is said, be 46 ministers I resign from Boris Johnson cabinet. And we are number 1. Now by law no adding. And number 2, was appointee education minister. Eye Enra. And now no pay. On also sorry, was my resign. By law adding.
Prophet, Mami change here for number answer no. Mami change here for. We share it here for your viewers. Almost sharing our Facebook so YouTube so almost here and Rainbow Radio International. So me mamuni na very good morning, and I hope say muni na mo hoye nyamia dom at least with to me a cramoma and then with to me I beka yensa. I know say today's date is very special, Prophet. I like the fact that it's the 7th of the 7th. And I want to wish a few people a happy birthday. The first one goes to Pastor Kingsley Apaje. May wish you a very, very happy birthday. As you turn a milestone today, we are praying for more of God's blessings over your life, for His peace, for His strength, for His wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to continue to guide you, and that His grace will help you fulfill the purpose for which you were created. We wish you a very, very happy birthday, Pastor Kingsley. Also, I wish Debbie Jiman, Opoko Jiman, me suffer me and me suffer Eva Deborah. Me wish you a happy, happy birthday. And we are praying that the Lord will continue to guide your steps, for Him to overshadow you with His glory, and for Him to continue to extend your territory in Jesus' name. And I'm your cousin, Nanaya. We wish you a happy, happy, happy birthday. And there, with the 21, we vampire saying, I may ever share. Bibia over Nansibia, Mane, ma eho, enye pepe, emma. Mani shira na oma nkofo omo ho nkofo omo de wechi omo ni na omo hu erade ewo wabrabom na omo ntumi ensom nyame the way a obesom nyame yie. Into this birthday, we wish you a very, very special birthday, and we are asking for more of God's blessing over your life. Into happy birthday to anybody else who is celebrating their birthday today. Nyame enkoswa onkamoho. Yes, Prophet. Well, question. I think starting from Tuesday, the moment now, Chancellor Richard Sunak and your Health Secretary, or the was more resigning. Of course, every MP within the government has a right to resign. And yes, suppose no de ma wa pe into say almost the 5 years now with then you have to go by it. Otherwise, there wouldn't have been a vote of confidence for Prime Minister Johnson. Over Kaya, there was a vote of confidence in Parliament to show whether people within Parliament and also your MPs will continue to support Prime Minister Johnson. And he clearly came out by a small majority. People had their reservations. People thought that in terms of allegations when it came to COVID, and the fact said, so also rules regarding COVID. Now one kasa went to me and and there's something wrong, and people thought that he should have received more than he got. I think the Parliament in itself was not sure whether the right decision was made. I can see now most of his cabinet ministers are beginning to see cobwebs coming out of the closet, and they are thinking, unfortunately, maybe he hasn't been prudent, and also he hasn't made good judgments in certain areas, until they can no longer continue to support him. If a whole parliament can remove a prime minister through a vote of no confidence, then obviously members of his cabinet and as members of his government have every right to resign if they choose to not support the leader that they have. It's unfortunate, say Abanesa, it might force him to step down. It might force him to resign as well. But it means that then the Conservative Party would quickly need to let their deputy step in until the next general election. I just think that if it keeps going on like this, then he will be forced to step down. Prophet, I hope so.
But say lawyer by law no.
Yeah.
Room had bribing ni ho.
Oh.
You bet me ako bribe ako ye kuludu na no vote of confidence no na yasan koto amano sa.
It's a vote of no confidence, no. By a slight majority, no, he was able to escape and they allowed him to continue to be prime minister. But the members of his own cabinet, and I said, Minister Sankasa, no, I think most of them think the right decision was not made. And see, if they keep resigning, that will also force him to resign as well. And see, it's unfortunate.
And we are see yehu.
Yehu de yehu.
We are see yehu. Ameloya. My young woman see here. That was the pacho anopai Vanya Odi Ebre Fabre and Yango.
Pacho you. Yeah, Diamiase. Say, oh, Mr. Johnson, yeah, sorry, but I know, say, a lot of this is come because of the things that people are saying is morally wrong. But I know that he has a strong party support in terms of minority group, and I don't know how it's going to go in the next few weeks and months, but we will try and support him in prayer as well and see how things turn out. In terms of your updates every week, your updates in terms of Mbrana, your government also so Ashishe Amayeng. As it currently stands, no, I know say a lot of people are calling in terms of fee waivers now. At least government say omude atohama nationality applicants under 18. And so all year application for Woba who is under 18 to register for British citizenship. Into Abia Ubano we did 10. Opesa or register no. And now say also when your settlement opesa or register Ubano as Obia Oya with dependents, but because of your British Nationality Act, because Oya minor also when your settlement needs to all register no as a British citizen. And also no, you can apply for fee waiver. If you are a family, more year application no abom, you can still apply for a fee waiver as a family to say, woman now when your settlement or apply for naturalization. Banon so person naturalize and as or register almost no, they will consider it by a case basis into so person or fee waiver application now. Almost say sikana to me a home office fees na to me for this 1,012 for Nkolano ene wa oye omumameno 1,333 no. Say application just for Nkolana, then they would consider the children who are under 18. Fashion for adult applicants. But if you're applying as a family, they are to me ashe senya inyama city. In terms of the fee waiver applications, usually it's 6 months pay slips and bank statements that juma. Say abia wage benefits so will 6 months bank statements just to see if, for instance, we see kana we no and income no say, but we expenses no more and say unya sasikana almost say almost in regards to application now no. And so that's in terms of your nationality fee waiver applications. And then in terms of the fee waiver applications for entry clearance. Into not me also say when it comes to entry clearance applications, either for wayere and answer uknu and answer wuba with the under 18 and answer adult dependent relative. Now we say because of the fact say ABR oye exempt from, let's say, financial requirements and answer oye obia over 2.5 one sheda any sikana over to me eduate fees no open say government and answer home office no almost share na almost to me a wavy sa fee no senya untuya sa fee no. And if you are in that situation now or share senya over to me I get sa application without having to pay the fee no dear, then you will need to make the application for fee waiver under the fee waiver section and sana wait to me 8 year and as sana wait to me also I application no for either spousal visa or a child leave to remain and as an adult dependent relative. Into staff fee waiver applications now omode abano is regards to both nationality applications for the under 18s and your entry clearance applications for spouse and nase nkola and nase adult dependent relatives. And of course say share your new nationality and borders bill. It brings about a lot of changes in terms of your nationality applications as well. And so one of the reasons why this fee waiver no abano is because of the fact that it is a change that has been caused by the new nationality and borders bill. And see, there's so many sections within our British Nationality Act that have been amended in line with the Nationality and Borders Act. No, and see, there are so many applications that have been updated in terms of applications for Abia wo oye akola Abia ya wo outside the UK. Time na ya wo no na Abia wo mame waware obi foforo nti wo no wo papa no enhye da enye wo mame kunu. And so all your application no on the basis say even though your biological father no you're British at the time you wo no wo mame na one worry wo papa no still now over to me your application not say your biological father no British into also we British and now Crampo say all your application based on the fact say we akola under the age of 18 all your application no on the basis say papa and wo mame they were not given settlements before 1973 but wo mame is to say our a settlement and you want to make that application, you can also go ahead and make that application. Into there are a few changes in regards to our little children and now saying bana omoye under 18 and then kola abia omoye above the age of 18 but maybe they were born outside of the UK or within the UK. In Sianono Sano, they brought about certain amendments which we can also look at. And then last but not least, in regards to applications for EA nationals, I know this is something that people also want to know. When it comes to marriage applications, into ABIA we EA national, what's the UK Chroma, na your application ABIA for we and answer wukunu say over join no ewo Chroma. I think we know when it comes to EA applications, there's now the EU settlement scheme. Into EU settlement scheme, under Appendix EU. So we are EU national, what's not Chrome before 31st December 2020, Then you can allow and answer, you can let your family member who is your wife and answer wo kunu, and answer wo ba, and answer wo nana, and answer wo mame, and answer wo papa, abejoino. These are the categories of people over to me applications amo. Specifically for spouses, over to me achre na sa nimpa no wo kunu and answer wo yere before 31st of December 2020 then you can make the application for them under Appendix EU. But say ABA warari nipa no, let's say January of this year, and I say warari nipa no June of last year, 2021. Sa nipa no, unfortunately no, because of the fact that obeye wo family member after the date of the last transition period, which is 31st December 2020, that person, because of the fact that they are now your family member, they will now be able to make the application under Appendix FM. Into any Appendix EU, and I say under the EU law, they will be able to make the application as your spouse based on your Appendix FM, where omo share relationship requirements, omo share the English language test, the financial circumstances of the husband, and I say area or to UK Chrome her, and I said they will be able to look at also the fact that the person has also done TB medical certificate. Ewo a Chrome na ofri no. Inti just to be clear, so what worry nipa no before of 31st December 2020, then you can make the application under your Appendix EU. But say worry nipa no after that date, which is the 31st of December 2020, there, and the over your immigration rules are say where you have to meet all the other requirements. Saying over to me, I application no. Ama sa nimpano. Inti that is also in regards to your EU applications in Krofo omo pese omo eyere anase omo kunu ebe join no omo ewo krom han so ebe ye. And last but not least, in regards to your applications for your mbano, which is those who were born here in the UK, who have lived here continuously for a 7-year period. And I say, omo ebenya omo asetna 2.5 based on omo private life, because omo atna ekrom ha more than half of their life. And I say omo atna ekrom ha for 20 years or more. So applications we know it's now under your Appendix Private Life. And see, there were changes to your immigration rules in May, and are implementing since the 20th of June, which is this last month. In see, and there is now Appendix Private Life rather than your former paragraph 276 ADE. In see, whereas before you were under paragraph 276 ADE, you Appendix Private Life, which makes things much easier. Into say, oh yes, our application now, then you are looking at Appendix Private Life to make that application. And then there are also some benefits in terms of over the age of 18, and after almost spending half of her life, they can also apply for leave for 5-year period rather than just 2.5 now. And I say for a continuous period of 7 years now, they can apply for leave to remain based on the 5-year route. And if for any reason, last week, for a continuous period of 7 years, then or qualify for indefinite leave to remain straight away. And I know fees no, and I'm also last week say over £2,400. I mean, no boy then but at least say yes application now or being indefinite no based on your Appendix Private Life in say and also ewo Prophet Maminja ewo I've touched a bit on your topic no, but we'll still go forward.
Yo, yati, mamemfa we emetwam na afi yemra ye main topic no so. Na yemu ye
highly spiritual.
Based in London, we are a dynamic award-winning firm specializing in a range of legal services, including family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary and family law. At BWF, our solicitors are pleased to offer high-quality legal representation at competitive rates. Our senior partner, Bernardo Wusu, has over 29 years' experience as a lawyer in the UK. BWF Solicitors provide independent and practical legal assistance for all kinds of family matters, such as childcare, contested and uncontested divorce, and injunctions for domestic violence. Our childcare and family team appreciate the issues facing you in this difficult time, which is why we offer confidential advice delivered in a sensitive manner. Our senior partner is an accredited member of the Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel, which guarantees expert representation in all family and matrimonial cases. We are located at 4th floor Anna House, 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road, London, N15 4NP, just a short walk from Seven Sisters Underground.
To Instagram and Twitter, BWF Solicitors, your preferred community lawyers.
Yo, lawyer, yama akwaba eba ejumadi yesu biemu. Fa ende jumadi no to ye nan so ne ahwe ne ebiti me bisa ho nsam afa.
Yeah, that's it. Prophet, and Shirao. As you see, your main topic no is to do with Obia, Abia, or yeah above the age of 18, or yeah under the age of 25. Send ya over to me, Enya Asetna Ewo Krumha. And it's all based on Appendix Private Life Ebium. As of the 20th of June, no, the government have implemented immigration rules and as a statement of changes in May. One of the changes say all percent application based on private life into ABIA me D20. Me percent me application based on my private life. Me de atna ekrom ha. Me catch caseworker oye adwuma ewo home office say because me di 20 into me above the age of 18 me still under the age of 25 but matna ha more than half of my life into me ba krom hanom na me di 9 sisi me di 20 into matna ha more than 9 years into that makes them about 10 years. Into that shows I've lived here more than half of my life. Into me, I'm maybe 20 no. May your application on the basis say under your Appendix Private Life 5.1 no. Maybe your application is say maybe at Snakrom as a young adult. Me to me actually say matna ha more than half of my life. Say a kobane say bia almost sa application way almost say me I say matna have more than half of my life no me to me so I chere almost say me person me application 5-year route no so inti so yes our application no it's good that they give you the option inti almost catch will say to your IHS no for 5 years into 60 months 5 years. Into your application IHS no for 60 months now almost the 5-year residence permit amount. Application fee no there the same. Into your current leave to remain application fee £1,000 I think say £1,057 thereabouts. Into your nono sano you are still paying the application fee and then the IHS no together into on that basis no na it's me amao sa leave to remain. In regards to obia ne mame ekofa ne baye into yan wonu wo krom ha obetna ekrom ha no na oyakola kitwa still na sa akola no time na obaye no because omuma no 2.5 based on ebia ne mame and asa ne papa okofa ne baye no when you leave to remain based on sa route no so. And I say based on ne mama and I say ne papa omo eda so ewo leave to remain no or also ewo leave to remain. Because be a time no aso ama ne mama and I say ne papa say onkoye settlement. Be a ne mama and I say ne papa no when to me ankoye settlement no at the time na ne 10 years or so yeah, and I say at the time na ne 5 years no so yeah. Into akola no or that so ewo sa leave to remain na omode ama ne mama and I say ne papa. Usually no say akola no oba ha time na oye ketwa, let's say said akola no na we di 8 na we to me actually say leave to remain na omode ma no. Well, the atwa so sa ebia for a period of 5 years. Ne mame and I said ne papa no. I said omukoye indefinite. But still now because omu to me here life in the UK and I say omu to me here English and I say bibi sa no. Omu asaya amma ne mame and I said ne papa another 2.5 years. Inti ono no sa no. Opese oti no ho every ne mame and I said ne papa so omu ewo 2.5 no so. So but to me actually say what's not have for that continuous period of 5 years now, then almost say they can also make an application on that basis. Say nipa kono to me actually say bia or na a chroma yaman entry clearance under Appendix FM or will leave to remain as a child under that same Appendix FM. Now with to me actually say what's not chroma for that continuous qualifying period, then that child can make an application based on the fact say, wait to me at now for that continuous period, no, on wait to me ISR indefinite leave to remain application. And see, it helps sa akolano say of ABL per se or to me call uni na or to me say we yan settlements na or bet to me at home. Free ne mami and I say ne papa encheng. Inti the requirement is to say ebia or no akolano or yeah either under the age of 18 and now say or yeah 18 but under the age of 25 and what's not a chrome have for more than half of their life or bet to me ISR application no, for indefinite leave to remain under your Appendix Private Life. And also sa no ebwa akola and I say young adults are where to me actually say what's not have for a continuous qualifying period of 5 years into onono year application for sa indefinite leave to remain under your Appendix Private Life. Say ebia ye ekobane say ebia sa akola no so when to me and share sa continuous qualifying period and what definition for that continuous qualifying period almost say there ebe to me ama break abem the fact say ebia ni bakono wakodi boni bi into yamano prison sentence of at least 12 months then that will break sa continuous qualifying period. And I say ebia sa nipa no because of the fact say otu kwan when to me share good reason the one back within 6 months of the leave into wakotna baby for more than 6 months and there's no good reason. So yeah obi wakotna outside of the UK because of COVID there at least there is that COVID concessions that were brought into force from March 2020 to August of 2020. So that one is allowed. But so when to me and share reason DNT I work outside of the UK for more than that 6 months now, that could also break continuous qualifying period. And I say ABA or Obia say because of the fact say what's not chroma. Sometimes if you bet to me, I can say, coffee and one reason or the other, they are not able to come back because na share kwanya bet to me, they are assigning about. Those kind of things will break somebody's continuous period of residence. Inti se eba ne se omo hwe sa continuous period dia omo hwe se wo se wo your application no wait to me actually say what's na ha legally for that 5-year period and answer wo ya kola wo chere say what's na ha for that 7-year continuous period dia and there at least wait to me actually by way of letters from school and answer GP and answer health visitors letters and the rest of it say wait to me at Naha for that continuous period of 7 years. Into every year you can account for the fact say na uti UK Chrome. When it comes to those who are over the age of 18 but under 25, into almost they are showing say ebia almost school. Secondary school almost twice so echo college ebia almost college ebia almost for straight and almost 30 ejuma until they have evidence of pay slips and I say almost bank statements are say almost real secondary school pay and almost start to say almost ejuma until that's evidence of almost continuous residence. But when it comes to qualifying period nature say almost atnaha legally for that 5-year period answer na almost ebeye almost indefinite leave to remain. Until say almost year 5-year leave to remain application the rule clearly states say as long as they are able to show say they are above the age of 18 but under 25 at the date of the application, if they can show more than half of a life, then they can also make the application on the basis say almost twice on the 5-year route. They can either do 30 months and answer to me 5 years and answer 60 months straight away. Into I don't know sano say yes I leave to remain application whether legally or illegal. You can make it on the basis say on that 5-year route or you want to be granted 2.5 years. Obia or previous leave under another route. Or switch it about your private life route no. Ebia or your application no for just the 30 months. Because say or share the other routes timer or so no dear. They may have been here for more than 7 years. Into omu here another 5 years. Ebia omu here just 2.5 years keke to be able to make the application based on 10 years lawful residence. And I say omu to me I make this application no based on your Appendix Private Life. And also sano they can choose whether they want just 30 months leave to remain and answer almost per just the 60 months, which is the 5 years. Into obia all your application way on the private life route, ebia onya asetinada where in the first leave to remain application all year, but because all year under the age of 25 but above 18 into all your application no senya to me ama no sa 5 years and I say 60 months no straight away. And so obisa no say or your application na or to me actually say what's not a chrome half for more than half of their life na dia na to me ama no sa 60 months straight away once they have completed that valid application. Obia all call for indefinite na dia say yeah can say sa akole and I say sa young adults way because all say or yeah young adults are or yeah under the age of 25 or yeah above the age of 18 or yeah application no for indefinite leave to remain on the basis say with to me actually say what's not UK Chrome for that qualifying period of 5 years into what's not lawfully for that 5-year period either based on assetna omodemano under your Appendix Private Life and I say assetna omodemano previously under entry clearance Appendix FM route or any other route under your immigration rules. Sa nipa no yes application where so your life in the UK test. So also your English language test only GCSE and also only A levels and also only degree sa nipa no say sa English speaking and listening test. Inti no sa no na omo aka say you meet the English language requirements. You also have to do life in the UK. Into life in the UK, no, I know say some people dread it, but the over year application, no, as a young adult for indefinite leave to remain, here say over year life in the UK test, just like most people would do under your immigration rules appendix FM. So we complete that life in the UK test to be able to apply for indefinite leave to remain under your appendix private life. Those who are exempt under the age of 18. Into last week, my boss was because of the fact that we are under the age of 18 now. Any life in the UK and as any English language test. And as a 65 and over. So nimpa way almost English language test, almost life in the UK test because of their age brackets. But say we are adults, young adults, over the age of 18, over the age of 18, under the age of 25, over life in the UK, any English language test, saying over to me, a complete indefinite leave to remain if you have qualified for a continuous qualifying period of 5 years. Into no sano na o chrome say because of assessna na a chrome ha with me actually what's na ha lawfully for that 5-year period into o percent o yes application for indefinite leave to remain. If for any reason whatsoever say you don't meet this age bracket, into ABR 2.5 and I say 5 years no more no abepa ho into let's say over the age of 25 and I say we 25 no. Say if you are not able to meet the requirements because of the fact say age no wabroso wabe 25 and I say wabe 26. In order to apply under Appendix Private Life, na esa utumi chere say ebia what's na for less than that 20-year period. And even though what's na UK less than the 20-year period, no, we are above the age of 18. And because of the fact that we are above the age of 18, the application on the basis say we're finding it difficult and I said there will be obstacles to you integrating and answer going back to Chrome now we free no. Into ABA Obaya no now we 7. What's now Chrome has for a period of let's say 10 years and I say 15 years. Kasa now we say now it's no on tibium. Oh mama no papa omo Chrome ha. Unni obi biara ewo Chrome because unto quite since Obaya time now we do 7. Into unko hoda unim obia obetumi ahwe wo ho into all your application on the basis say a very difficult amount and integrate back into life in the country that you are from. And I say because of your rights to private life under Article 8 ninti will be very harsh for the Home Office to say almost a refusal application under Appendix Private Life. In say no sano, oh yes application where almost another 2.5, just because wapa star age of 24 into because we did 25 and above ninti, they will continue to give you 2.5 years until you complete a 10-year period where you'll be able to make application for settlement and I say indefinite leave to remain. There are categories of people ABA because of the fact say omo aditeni omo and I say ABA because of the fact that omo aba a chrome ha Omuni asetna, and because of ongoing situations that they are in, Ninti, Omo entumi anye application biya because of the current circumstances they are in. Inti enono sano, they are saying say if you are making a claim under human rights, and I say you are saying say because of your right to private life under Article 8, which says that because you have a right to private and family life here in the UK, Ninti, it will be a breach for UK government to say almost a refusal application, whereas you have been able to establish a close ties with community. Baby a woko asori no wa honum sound for the past 10 years into omunim say this say na we ye and you be a obako, but omunim will say oye inyama within the church and within the community. You know people from school, and I say because of a juma now we know you've established good ties with sa and kofona omu ejumim ene with staff and also with colleagues. Enono sano, that has also made you integrate into that British culture. Wadam fufuo wo family nkofo awuni mamuni na ewo krom ha, and because of that right to private life, any family life, wa establish it ewo UK krom ha ninti, you are making the application or the claim based on your human rights. So wakoka detention na o ka say o person o make a claim under your private life and say under your Article 8 there, then they'll be looking at those ties that were forming and I say the family ties that you have here within the UK. And then with those applications, they wouldn't necessarily need an application form because most applications have to be done online. But so what detention now to me and your application there, and there you will be completing a claim based on your private life. And I say we will be previously we asylum claim and one say then you can also put in that claim based on your private life. Would they atna a chrome ha? And see, I think say in a way it has made the applications under private life a lot more flexible than before. Into before no say to me and share wo Article 8 right I would atna chrome ha into you go right to private life and with ties I will establish it will chrome ha with social ties with cultural ties any sign your manner na I trying into now you wouldn't be able to even go ahead and try and put in an application because you are thinking say the moment I do it I'm very refusing so now I'm catch me some report and I'm so many person me reporting see major nessa in regards to the new appendix private life no, what I see is the fact that a lot more of our young people who have done these applications are abia omo share to me enya indefinite leave to remain to me enya no much more easily than before. It is not that long period of 10 years answer na omo to me ISR application under 10 years lawful residence, but they will be able to make the application based on the fact say omo atna ha omo enya lawful residence for that 5-year period. And that's only to me, almost first application on the 5-year route for them to be granted 5 years straight away. So if they don't have the capability and they fall under categories like obia or detention, that's a previous asylum claim now onto me and your online application now, they will allow them to make that claim under your Article 8 of your Human Rights Act. And I think, say, in regards to crop from what now has 20 years, now hopefully next week we can look more into and also as well. But as it stands, no, I think say it's a win-win for nkola omwatena ha continuously for a 7-year period and also omwatena ha more than half of our life are still under the age of 25. In the prophet major no hana yetumi atwa program no so.
Imo mama lawyer when jano hakra me amede ubesi ha. Well, say mama lawyer jano hakra nkamia medini besi ha nkamede oba besi yentie ni amanfo ka.
Rainbow Radio.
Now on DAB Digital Radio and on
87.5 FM.
This is Rainbow Radio, experience the truth. Visit us at www.rainbowradio.co.uk.
Yes, ano pay yaji akonya ubala no so amedo be man lawyer na oni lawyer atimi adi nkomo ententem so me pa cho me ma wachen ama wakwa aba
Prophet me ma wachen ema lawyer Eunice nso achen
audition yaji wo
me
so
WhatsApp me da wano ase me wo question ba ko me busa question ma Mrs. Tetwa owa fara wa ha fara na nya 10 years okonya 11 years na oni bibia na pese ye man ntimpacho ye be ne sen say akora ni nya be 7 years ayetimi eje nkrata ama no ndi se ye be ne sen pacho ena sika no so ye sen.
Okay, into say akola no wa ha na akola no etumi akire say watna ekrom ha for the first 10 years of their life obey registration as a British citizen into obey fill form T no obey to me afele no online or say ne mami anasa ne papa no omo atna krom ha ono so atna krom ha and for the first 10 years of their life no na oko school anasa na oye baby cramp no ne mami de ne call health visitor honum into the red book no HSN na odaso ewo krom ha nursery okobi wo ha primary school okobi wo ha into wetumi akire we ni na GP letters so a wetumi akire say since time ayewo no na oti krom ha into no san no na oye registration for British citizenship. Fee near 1,000, I think 1,012 plus £19.20. Into over to 1,012 plus then £19.20. Yeah.
Yo nampa chosa akora wonya 7 years okrom ha so a ye won ha onko ba bia dan so e.
Into I don't know now make am one last week so over to me fee no is just over £2,400 for indefinite leave to remain. Into say with me actually say what's not Chrome have for that continuous period of 7 years. The GP actual letter and the school so actual letter. Then application fee also a £2,000 I think £404 plus the £19.20. Yeah.
Ntimi we da mesre busa o. Ntina no na 7 years no ye ntimi nye book kokko no ye ntimi nye restriction no man cause we for say and nobody cheap kakra and say you're indefinite amount so.
Unfortunately, your British Nationality Act who can say akola with this 7 bet me a registration. Into yamia se crampo say omo man the coin say obey to me aye indefinite because first no ne nu hosa. Into yamina yeda na say omo to me ama ho coin say akola atna krom ha with this 7 dear. You bet me I'm no indefinite straight away. On your application biada, but you bet me I'm an indefinite straight away. Into and no crampo good news in itself. Into diameter says at least indefinite no with to me. But to help no, if my man ends me into as I feel no, and they just say or fee waiver application Emma Akolano. Omo be share or mommy and answer or papa ne sika oje. So omo ye adwuma and pay slips and bibia to show say ampa ontumi entua sa akola no application fee nti omo man fee waiver nti no so e wo ho sa
Yo la nini mendase pa nya menhira me personal number bibia ni amefra wo ekire ho
patch you mate
e pa cho friend akire ho na bowura office ho na bibia enko kama why
yo mate me dase
bye bye Hello, me pacho, me ma achi ema wakwaba eba jumadi iso.
Pacha me Joseph.
Me pacho ohima upeja unika krema mi anka ebe ya ni GSM.
Okay, yo.
Mo lawyer 8 you.
Me pacha me kuta Zambrano me ye Zambrano kera na ya mami certificate of application. Me pese me bisa lawyer say any die mo ametimi I apply for a child benefit at the Amakwala Nana.
Unfortunately, those who come under your Zambrano route, because a derivative rights are ukitalinti, you are not able to apply for benefits just to say a British child into ABL. So obi settled. HMRC or more requirements for obi to me child benefits, to me child benefits. I'm a colano, and I say a colana kasa to me child benefits. Unfortunately, Zambrano carers are derivative rights holders are not able to collect and I say receive benefits like somebody who is settled and I say like somebody who is British in the UK. And so unfortunately, you will not be able to apply unless you have some disability and I say you have some form of illness that is termed as a disability. And also, then you can say you are receiving disability allowance and I say personal independent payments. Apart from that.
Until lawyer Pacho was now can a matter was the until 5 years, never so mean help be a Falana.
Patchine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, me that's it.
That's it.
Nasa nyamia ye wadum. Oh, 5 years. Obi for the last 10 years we nya help woman about. For the last 10 years, we nya help woman about what? Kwahwa ne ba man about adi 18, 19 years, we nya help ne bi man. Oh, they when 5 years and
because a year na one more fresh from said me ma kwala ni go school and me be for funding and almost say you qualify for education funding no. Intina mama ye a little it then at nation so so na ni men so ne ejuma hours na me ye no so intimi she da yin so kasa. And a man is and my main go bisa for funding no. But unfortunately, woman family.
And 5
years. Also, the ban on to me go school. I didn't see her.
Maybe for 15 hours funding. But
Ubano we dia he.
Or 2 years.
Oh, that's not the legal age for school.
2.5 years.
Oh, auntie. Usually, so but they keep between 3 and 4, and that's when lawfully they are supposed to start school. Into 2, no dear.
Very brilliant and a very smart girl. Into one more help visitors never review now. They are saying so a very brilliant child. Into men fan and co.
Now, say, my lawyer, sister has me a walking.
Aye.
Or pet the way and can obey me in a cornea. And no free no bottom.
Aye.
Oh, boy. Come here, that, and when you put you. I take a pay 5 years. I never see how I. Eunice, and a pay brother sister where you body papa. You're careful obey IMF. Me pacho me mawachi emo akwa ebe jumadi ezo.
Yo, good morning, Pacho Michecho, baby.
Oh, hene ya joso awa tu hati. Lawyer 8 you.
Yeah, that masini ajuma pa mo ye edeboy emrebia. Lawyer Pacho, we dem pese me bisa se me waba ewa Ghana wedi 17 years. Na the same me na kola no me hwe no me ye bibianka person ka me kofa no eba na eno so the process at saying Pacho
kola ne mame ewe he
Akwadaa ne maame ne deɛ me ne no anware nti na akɔyɛ akwadaa no ɔno ana ɛwɔ me hɔ.
Dabi, won't answer a question. No, so when na worry, is not the issue. Aha, and you feel about your wedding. Akwadaa ne maame ɔwɔ he.
Minimum baby ɔwɔ.
Nti akwadaa no ɛnte ne maame nkyɛn. Correct.
Ane.
Okay. I just wanted to establish that because say can your immigration rules now either say or settlement and I say or yeah leave to remain. Into which one do you come under? Or leave to remain and I say indefinite.
Me kita a citizen or British passport.
Okay, into we are British citizen. Into say we share yeah appendix. I say appendix. Yeah, paragraph 297 in regards to. Obia opese ob nebano join no ewo UK chrome ha. Usually the main thing they look at is whether you as a sponsor and as a British citizen no wono say o say sa ubano ebe join no wa ubano within under 18. Ubano so o chere say wona wahwe no into you are sole parent of this child into you have sole responsibility for the child. Into sole responsibility nature say either akwala ne mame no they have abandoned the child and I say akwala ne mame efrum into there's nobody else to look after the child apart from wo into say ekoba ne say you are making the application as the sole parent and as the person with sole responsibility for that child now omo chere say they want to see say there's evidence say akwala ne mame has not played any role in the child's life apart from yourself. Into school no ebe to me confirm say omo nim mame bia won na omo ne wo ewo nkita ho won na wotu akola no school fees won na wo checking in progress won na wo be hwe senya ne setie from time to time into won na omo nim wo. You can also let the person na ohwe ne sisi a minim say oye akola ne na say nipa na ohwe no onye affidavit to say akola no ewo ne nchen on a temporary basis bibia ebe hia akola no bia no wo na one woka na wetumi a kire dia say oye inti decision bia say o take in regards to akola no eye wo na wo ma no kwan say ontumi en kase ana say onye say inti affidavit so boa from the person na or hwe akola no sisia to be able to establish say or no or sure on a temporary basis, but I won't and I will make decisions in regards to akolano. Did BBM no when I would discover sometimes we are shipping now they are back say yen fan say and I say yen fan say and also sano able to me I affidavit at so. And then when it comes to things like visits, so over to me actually stamps or passports no. The fact that ABR will call Ghana now, to pictures and you go out with her and the rest of it. Photographs also help in terms of and also sir. And sometimes it's nice when you see letters from Akola Nankasa, say, or person joining the mommy and Hassan Papa ever chrome her, or Papa. Those kind of things, they also look at it, and I think it's also it also helps if the child also writes letters to say how much they want to join Omo parents, Ewo Kromha. And then you also have to be able to show, say, you'll be able to accommodate Akolano into over to me, and your baby amano, into Abia, what's a 1 bedroom or 1 living room, into Oba over to me in your baby ada. And also you have more than a 1 bedroom into Oba over to me in your baby ada. And you also have to show that you can maintain akolano maintenance stress over to me ashano without recourse to public funds. In the enyafe na obeji benefits asha akolano because one kasa we ejuma into over to me ashano. In the no sano so you are showing say because akolano here under the age of 18 na opesa obe join no ewo krom haninti wo ejuma na wo ye no say ye share wo rent and I say wo mortgage a utua no ye yi eno no free na ye yi wo council tax so free mu a wo sika na wo per week and I say per month no ebe so sa income support rates a omo de ma enkola and I say omo ba me and I say omo papa e wo krom ha nti no so sa no na wetumi aye ho calculation aka say me so kan de ebeso nti metumi aka say me pese me ba no e join me e wo krom ha.
Pacho, oh.
Pacho mo pa. And I'm Pacho, I'm person me because I say in forms ben near and I mean go through share say be out there me fall na me forms ben na fees and so for now no fees in your senses.
Okay, into an online form as a child joining their British parents. You can Google it and then it will bring the government's website into .gov.uk. We'll Google that. It will bring the form for a child joining their British parents in the UK. And then in terms of the fees, currently it's over £1,530. But because of exchange rates, with entry clearance application, because the rate is in dollars, most banks will charge an exchange rate. By the time Uber to secondary, now we can call almost 1,680. You just have to bear that in mind.
And I'm Pacho really Roma. Obey tuberculosis and I said that English test in the Swana. And because
you're under the age of 18 on your English test, but obey tuberculosis medical certificate to show say only tuberculosis because migration health center airport residential area akoye.
Okay.
Emo yenso yeda wasi eno ano no sani yekono. Me pacho me mawachi ema wakwaba eba dwumadi iso.
Me pacho a friend Bosby make a free not here.
Me pacho uma u radio na u Facebook no enko form kakra mame.
Me pacho friend Bosby make a free not here.
Emo lawyer 8 year waja.
Me pacho really me present me buta lawyer say ukra EU dependent 5 years pacho which be the year our record between another pacho.
So we are dependent on an EU national via nimpano ne brother na say nimpano ne ba we di over the age of 21 because unyanya will settle status ninti. You are not able to make applications for Obi to join you outside of the UK. To me, even applications for one kasa woba, just say we dependence no aye application no amount. And say unfortunately, because you are dependent and a dependence in so say nimpano and a air show, both financially, physically, emotionally, and all of that. And say unfortunately because you are still dependent on the EA national, and no Emma or client said over to me, I application, Amma will be for fraud.
Okay. Lawyer me pacho only obi won so akran benya root na akra 5 years na.
Enti say only obi wo na ebia o ka say ebia wo EA national o papa. Enti wo papa no o pese ono so application Emma oba into oba no ne nana into or application on the basis say ne nana so o pese onya sa settled status ewo krom ha. They will grant the child the same status as ne nana. Into it depends on what the relationship is.
Okay. And me pacho me da se pa me monjuma pa.
Ohene sa na yekono anapai me pacho me mawo achi emawo akwaba eba yedwumadi iso.
Good morning, Prophet Eunice.
Yeah, so hima.
Me pacho me bisa question my brother. The Basho, my brother, or Romanian neighbor. na a friend saying, Omode Niamanu, Omokoye application, no. Ya farmer, my brother, because of some reasons, be on my a chain, no, your man appeal right, but when to me, I appeal, no. Because now I know, you say, reasons, no, my no. And yet, very wise to appeal. You know, in the end, we lose one appeal, no. And as a no. You can see a divorce, but my name say a right decision, and I say a right decision. I'm worried 2020.
2020, Deben month and I say
January.
January of 2020. And so I didn't know more refuse here. Unim.
I thought almost for interview. Now, I said no kind of and tally like I said my brother kind and they lead me kind of almost say there are discrepancies. And you know, I'm on the right of appeal, no. Lawyer Nika say because there are discrepancies in what they have said, no. I'm the transcripts a judge case note that they bring the visa. So and yet very wise to appeal. In the end, they didn't appeal and then they've lost. I mean, it's gone.
Oh, Pacho Manembra, because that was not the right decision to take. He should have appealed, definitely. Most.
Is that not? You know, I mean, UK is out of the EU. Is it still valid?
And so he will have to make the application again, but we need to see the refusal decision to be able to make application debut.
If I show you, okay, with that.
Yeah.
The man I'm up at home.
Yo.
Ebacho, my name Rani and Jiman, why?
Thank you very much.
You're a German and life in college. Oh, by Michiao as Tesco parking home.
I say no problem.
I mean,
yo, Madam.
At year for a Remo Radio International and the pay Yene BWF Solicitors and a yesi and Kunya. Na ye Juni, Emra in some na ye treacher, dear, every when afahum. Mamma lawyer by yes, 10 minutes be encounter fee, a main lawyer tiku, na a treasure on office, no file documents, no. No, ma, you also a diom cocotte near Diomoko, near Coding Crat and a bro.
Prophet, your questions for Facebook, Mamini and Kakra.
So I won't.
I.
Any Fabrani and Quay.
Yeah, well, Mr. Kofi Edukakare, or say, can you apply for indefinite leave if someone came here 17 years and has spent 20 years in the UK? Into say, oh, say, was spending 20 years in the UK, Uber now with the 17. But at the date of the application, no, now, of course, was spending at least 20 years in UK Chrome. So, oh, your application under your private life routes now, it says that you should have completed a continuous qualifying period of 10 years if you are above the age of 18. Under your Rule 14 of your Appendix Private Life, no, you should be able to show, say, you are now above the age of 18, but you have completed a qualifying period of at least 10 years. And see, that is in regards to the fact that, yes, you are somebody who has lived there for 20 years. You came here when you were 17, but at the date of the application, you were over 17. Because over no, now we're 17, but your application, no, now we're 37. Until you don't come under those who are under the age of 18, you don't come under those who are under the age of 25, because you are now above the age of 18. Into a would share continuous qualifying period of 10 years. Into unfortunately, no. So what's spending 20 years ever come here still almost indefinite no straight away. Almost leave to remain. Into leave to remain no oh yeah to ask for 10 years. Answer now almost indefinite leave to remain. Madam Ata Damwa say hi. I'm doing my naturalization. My Ghana passport has expired, and when filling in the form, they ask if I have a national identity card from Ghana. I don't have one. Can I still naturalize? Yes. Into national identity card, Ghana card, and you'll be a Ghana card. So what passports crampa ewa, you can still say oh passports no ewu. and you don't have a national ID card. Just because your passport does not mean that you are not a Ghanaian. It just means that you haven't renewed your passport, because Ghanaian citizenship is based on the fact that you were either born in Ghana or you were able to show say either mama and answer papa a Ghanaian. Into that's what makes you Ghanaian. It is not necessarily the passport that makes you Ghanaian. Into yes, you can go ahead and use the expired passport without having a national ID card. Mr. Aramide Oduta Omosanya say, hello lawyer, I would like to ask about the EUSS family permit. I am an EU national but came in as a joining family member of an EU national with pre-settled scheme. Can I apply for my mother as a sponsor for EUSS family permit? So, Mr. Aramide, if you currently have pre-settled, which is 5 years leave to remain, as somebody who is dependent on the EU national who is in the UK, you would not be able to make the application for your mother. So you would need to first of all show that you have your settled status or you have indefinite leave to remain. Because if you have been granted leave to remain, you should still be able to show that you are dependent on the EU national who was residing here in the UK before 31st December 2020. As long as you still have a leave to remain, which shows that you are dependent, you should continue to depend on that EU national. So unfortunately, you cannot make the application to let your mother join yourself because you yourself have not got the settled status. Once you have indefinite leave to remain, you no longer need to show dependency. And so it is open to you to now make the application for your mother. And I'm sure you know that the people who resided here in the UK before 31st December 2020 are the ones who can apply for joining family members. So if you were not here as well before that time, you will not be able to make the application for your mother to join you as a family member. So please, once you have received your settled status or your indefinite leave to remain, you can go ahead and make the application for your mother to join you here in the UK. Me knew saying my body with you. Shalasses sledge. If I can't find me, who say my body, you know? Okay. Can there be breaks for a young adult that can be added to make up living in the UK for half their years, lawyer? Okay, if I understand the question, say if there's a break, can they make up for it? So, for instance, if Nipakrono, to say you know, a break because they traveled outside the UK, they don't have any good reason why almost now a chrono for more than 6 months within that 12-month period. And I say almost edibone into almost prison sentence for at least 12 months, and that has caused a break within almost continuous residence. Se banesa na upese almost share application in bioma. The time will start from the time ebia prison sentence no every year, and I say all sign back to the UK. Into say me free UK let's say 2019, and I'm back until January 2020. My clock will start from January 2020, and I say me my prison sentence now obviously now me need liberty to do what I should be doing. In now me were prison, maybe me early probation. The very fact that I was sentenced to 12 months, no, the clock will start from when the 12 months ended. So unfortunately, if there's a break, you can't make up for the past time. You have to start from when Obaba can answer from when the prison sentence ended. And see, that is where the clock will start from again. And that might mean, say, ABI, you are not able to meet the requirements now, yeah, but if before that you had leave to remain and you are making the application again because of the fact that there was a break, if you still meet the requirements, you can go ahead and make the application to say, even though my time starts from 2019, from 2019 up to this point, I've lived here half of my life, then you can make the application. But if you are not able to make the application on the basis of, let's say, half of your life, now ABI, you fall under the category of OBIA, or say Watnaha less than 20 years of their life. Into Watnaha less than 20 years of their life, no, it will be difficult to integrate in Nekrom na Ofri. Into because it will be difficult for them to integrate back into Sa Nekrom na Ofri Ninti or your application, or based on the fact that Watnaha less than 20 years, but or per se, or your application under your private life because of the fact that oni obia e won Nekrom ha. Unfortunately, we did be, but or per se, almost share the fact that we establish ne ties any rebi bia e wo krom ha into on to me and san call baby o free almost san mano another leave to remain and no san na omo etumi ahwe ne sa amano yeah. Promise say hi. If someone has been refused tourist visa, which is also visit visa, and now he has got sponsorship as a care on the care job, is it going to be difficult? Into promise. I'm trying to understand. So, Obiba with visit visa, I mean, so Obi, you're refusing a visit visa now with Tumi and your sponsorship based on care jobs now, almost offer in Kofor. Then, of course, he would have definitely disclosed in his application, say, because previously he refused a visit application. I'm also making this application on the basis that to me any certificate of sponsorship may meet the requirements, no, and see because me meet the requirements, ninti sponsorship skilled worker visa. As long as he discloses it on the form, they shouldn't refuse a skilled worker visa just because he was previously refused a visit visa. And see, I hope that answers your question. Okay. You to me answer your questions now on Facebook. That's good.
Yo, any my lawyer, what time now? I can 9 minutes. Pepe na 11. Enti di jumani nyina ebesi ha. Samre de mejaw na wa my last work na afi ya di contact numbers ne address atuda na ya peda yemu. Enne ya wada osofo na ya sorry.
So, I know that your topic now you're discussing, and a lot of young people who have come here, ABIA, because they were relatives, they didn't have the legal advice, and I said they weren't able to make applications because of the fact that now saying way to me asitna ewokrumha ABIA the visit nearby and Selma became, but they are still under the age of 25. and they want to be able to get some form of leave to remain in the UK, don't hesitate to give us a call. And I say, if for one reason or the other it's in regards to Ubia Unim Suswa, then please let them give us a call, and hopefully we'll be able to guide them in terms of application. On way to me, in the prophet, Dame ensure Mame fa ye address and then number and to Jana wrap it up. But BWF Solicitors, you 7 Sisters, and I said London. Your address is 4th floor of Anna House, 214 to 218 High Road, no so. Your postcode is N154NP. It's the N154NP. Your offices no be from Monday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. And when it comes to appointments, so open face-to-face appointments are able to meet a book in. And so offer your telephone number 0208 493 7340. Into 0208 493 7340. Offer your number now. Open so book face-to-face appointments are able to meet a book out. So open say remote consultation, because be a and the over to me afraid na to me remote consultation via Zoom and a telephone out. Say open so instructing and so offer a telephone now only a lawyers back kasa to me so abwao. Me my personal number is 075 35 81 3910. Inti so person o frame so obe to me a frame so. Inti prophets nyame ensure nyame enka ho nyame ombo ho ban.
Yo atiefo ene anapai aha ane de dwumadie no ebesi BWF Solicitors nia daye kosun ya ne secretary. Many wa fidie nim free ha mema o message be 10-15 minutes. Ansa na odifo mabumiketem akokra nyame ya adoma da senne obesan ahia ye wa ha as BWF Solicitors. Macrao, bye bye.
Highly spiritual. Yeah, fema ye wo London. Ya dia basobodie bebre. Ne ya redare e wo mransemu. Eye legal services, BTC family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary, any family law. Wo BWFDA, yen solicitors edi enijie ene twitwaje wo na yebo nso nyeden kra. Yen partner penimpa Bernardo Wusu aye lawyer ewo UK memu bebru mfie duonu nkron 29 years. BWF solicitors kra won ho. Inti se ba na busuansem bi te se child care, eya abofrahwe mu, awaregya ye ho twema mentwe. Ene ohye ana injunction ye de to domestic violence so a ye ma legal assistance ya edimu na ye adwuma nso. Yen child care any family team no nimnia wo famu eweni ya wo brei mu. Enu ntine ye to ye mbo asema wafutu a esefata ewo kokoa mu. Yen senior partner Ayobia Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel Ajinatumu no osanso ye member na kyerese eba no se ye gina wachi etwitwaje wo family any matrimonial cases ho a wonni haw kra. Wo pe advice ewo immigration sensem ho. Wo BWF Solicitors de ye immigration team no abredare ewo general immigration ho nsemsem kosi complex immigration, work permit, student visa ho totoye, any entry clearance visas, family visas, ni appeals. Yen senior partner a member na wasajina tum ewo Law Society Immigration Accreditation Panel. Inti se taiwachi a wonni haw kra. Ye bie an office free juada ekosi fiada anopa non krompe mu ekosi enumre no nsia eye 9:30 am kosi 6 pm. Ena memene danso appointment nko free anopa nondu ekosi ewia no 9 eye 10 am kosi 4 pm. Ye wo 4th floor ewo Anna House, 214-218 Tottenham High Road, London N15 4NP. Sawun 93 Seven Sisters Underground on Swa, Eye Quantia B. Yen senior partner Bernardo Wusu, san ye barrister ya Jina Tumu, na oye Ghana Bar Association member, and the was Saint Jina Sembranim for our court cases here, a fa Ghana law. We're advising local authorities, official solicitors office, ni solicitors be bree, efa Ghanaian law hunye. Na osan yo bia or tai kasa ewo radio, any TV so for Ghanaian law.
Based in London, we are a dynamic award-winning firm specializing in a range of legal services, including family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary and family law. At BWF, our solicitors are pleased to offer high-quality legal representation at competitive rates. Our senior partner, Bernardo Wusu, has over 29 years' experience as a lawyer in the UK. BWF Solicitors provide independent and practical legal assistance for all kinds of family matters, such as childcare, contested and uncontested divorce, and injunctions for domestic violence. Our childcare and family team appreciate the issues facing you in this difficult time, which is why we offer confidential advice delivered in a sensitive manner. Our senior partner is an accredited member of the Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel, which guarantees expert representation in all family and matrimonial cases. We are located at 4th floor Anna House, 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road, London, N15 4NP, just a short walk from Seven Sisters Underground.